Hey guys, it's Cecilia here. Welcome back. All my social media down in the description box below. Follow me, tweet me, and become a Patreon today. Hit the notification bell so you know when I post. Please subscribe, and join the family. Thank you so much. Now, in today's episode, I want to just put everything out there and on my feelings, and respectfully, I don't give two shits what anybody has to say, because y'all are literally the issue. The ones that stand this and are okay with this, that's the problem. But this morning, kind of last night, this morning, Trisha and Nikita were going at. And I don't understand how you can still defend Trisha. I really don't. I don't know how you can stand her. I don't know how you can stick up for her. I don't know how you can excuse the disgusting shit that Keemstar and Nikita drug up about her. I don't know how. I don't know how. Because if it was anybody else, they'll be gone. They'll be canceled. Everybody's done. But everything I've heard so far is, oh, that's just Trisha. That's Trisha's Trisha. No, it's not Trisha's Trisha. Why is everybody just acting like just because she apologized, she's forgiven, when other people have apologized and you haven't forgiven them? And I know people are going to say, oh, well, because they continue. So does she. She still continues to be problematic. She's never stopped. Just because now she's on a, redemption arc, everything's forgiven? No, it doesn't work that way. I'm going to use a very good example. James Charles just came out with an apology video. Everybody's burning that video to hell. Everybody's dragging him. Everybody's saying, I don't forgive him. F him, blah, 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 right? But Trisha has said in her tweets about how she wants to F somebody that was way younger than her. And I don't give a fuck if this was 5 years ago. I don't give a fuck if this was like 10,000 years ago. She still said it. And so I don't understand how she can call out somebody for talking to a minor when she just literally came out and said that she wants to F a minor. And that there's lumps on her body that need to be whatever. She said, I don't even want to, What I'm saying here is that she's a piece of shit. And I'm not here to defend Nikita Dragon, because Nikita Dragon is very problematic. But at the end of the day, when are we going to look at this outright? It's like she's like a sign. Trisha's Paytas is like a big ass sign that's like, look at me, I'm a problematic troll, trash, garbage bitch, and I'm gonna make everybody's life a living hell. But everybody's just gonna write me off as a psycho bitch that's been through so much trauma. You're not the only one that's been through trauma. You're not the only one that has problems. I want everybody to repeat after me. You talk about Nikita sitting there, still friends with James, and not saying nothing about James' actions. How many times has Trisha sat by and let all the people that she's no longer cool with get away with shit and not say nothing? How many times? Only when it benefited her, then she spoke up and said something. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. She did it with Shane. She did it with Jeffree. She did it with David. She did it with Jason. Like, give me a fucking break. Now, all of a sudden, she wants to call out everybody. But I bet you any amount of money, if her and Jason were still together, she wouldn't have said fucking shit. She wouldn't have said shit. Because there's actual video proof of her saying, as long as Jason's still with me, I will never switch on you, David. And I'll never expose you, Jason. That obviously tells you, what does that tell you, dummy? That she fucking knows shit and she don't want to say shit because it wasn't benefiting her at the time. But when they distanced themselves from her, she said, oh, fuck this. Are you guys dumb? Really, are you dumb? Like, she literally exposes herself and everybody just looks away. Y'all talking about James Charles, everybody just looking away. What about her? What about her? And Ethan, don't get me started on Ethan, because I've seen some very nasty shit that he said. And you're going to tell me that y'all just going to excuse that shit too? So we got two problematic motherfuckers coming after James, coming after Shane, coming after Jeffree, coming after All these people, and they're like at the top of the problematic food chain, and we're just gonna let them go and be fucking heroes with capes, put their fucking capes on and fly around and save everybody. Really? We're gonna do that? Because I remember everybody saying a while ago, oh, when it comes to Jeffree Star, oh, it doesn't matter how long ago it was. We still gonna say it every day. We're never gonna let him forget it. With Shane Dawson, oh, I don't care how long ago it was. We're still gonna bring it up. We're still gonna hold him accountable. So what's the fucking difference? With Trisha Paytas and Ethan, what's the fucking difference? Because the bitch sat on her fucking floor and cried for 2 hours. Oh my god, fucking help me, I'm trauma. Oh my god. Are you fucking serious? Anybody can do that shit. She's a problematic bitch that doesn't know whether she's fucking coming or going. Mark my motherfucking words. This is not the last of problematic Trisha. She's going to go back to her old ways. Because she's going to run out of people to call out. And she's going to keep, and if that doesn't work, she's just going to keep on harping on Shane, Jeffree, and Ryland. She's going to keep harping on it and harping on it and harping on it. And they're not going to give a fuck. You want to know why? Because they don't give a fuck about anything she said. They know who she is. She's a problematic bitch. Let me tell you something. Y'all literally, not too long ago, were crucifying this chick. Okay? Now all of a sudden, you guys are licking her asshole and singing her praises. And she came after Nikita Dragun. I don't give two fucks how problematic Nikita Dragun is. Nikita Dragun, problematic behavior, does not hold a candle to the shit that Trisha's done. And damn sure don't hold a candle to the things that Ethan's done. Okay? I would rather and I'm gonna take a page out of a petty page because she made a rant on her Twitter and I saw that shit and I was like, really? We're doing this? Really, we're doing this. Like, we're really doing this. So you're telling me that you rather side with Trisha because in your eyes, she's changed and she's shown growth. But Nikita hasn't shown nothing and she's friends with somebody that, quote unquote, is a predator, right? But I'm confused because you were defending James at one point and you were saying, he's just learned his lesson, he has to just learn and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Why is the only person that all these people are calling out is Nikita? Why? He has other friends besides Nikita. He has Charli D'Amelio, Dixie D'Amelio. Half the fucking TikTok app is friends with him. All these fucking YouTube gamers are friends with him. Like, I don't understand. Manny, Gabriel, all these people are cool with him. And I have not seen anybody call them out. But the first person everybody wants to call out is Nikita. And that doesn't strike you as odd? Yes, she's problematic. Yes, she probably has a very nasty, stuck-up personality. But at the end of the fucking day, there's an issue going on here. And nobody wants to talk about it. Nikita is not his only friend. Do you hear me? He has other friends besides Nikita. So why are we only talking about her? Why are we only dragging her for being friends with him? There's a lot of fucking people that are friends with people that are shitty people and nobody calls them out. But you want to call out Nikita? Why? Oh, well, now everybody all of a sudden hates on Nikita. Like, let it go. Stop. Like, Trisha Paytas is too fucking old to be sitting up there talking shit to Nikita like the way she was talking about, like she's the cause of COVID deaths. No, the fuck she's not. Okay? Let me tell you something. There's a lot of people that do not wear their masks. Okay? So if you're going to call out Nikita, call out everybody that's not wearing a mask. But for you to sit there in your old age and telling somebody that they're the cause of all these deaths is fucked up. And that basically calling her an escort and shit is disgusting. It's really disgusting. I don't get it. I don't understand what's your logic here. What is your logic? Because time and time again, you guys go after the same people. Jeffree, Shane. Now it's David. Then it's Jason. You guys keep going rotating. And you want to keep coming after them for the things that they've done in the past. But when it's convenient for y'all, certain people can get away with anything that they say. Oh, James Charles is getting away with this. We gotta keep our foot on his neck. Okay? So why don't you keep your foot on Trisha's neck? Why don't you keep your foot on Ethan's neck? Just because they called out David and Jason in the Vlog Squad don't mean shit to me. That don't mean shit to me. Because, like I said before, she was complicit with every fucking thing that they were doing. All the people that she called out, she was complicit with every little fucking thing they did until she had an issue with them. Period. Until she had an issue with them. She was perfectly fine with everything they did. So I don't want to hear nothing from Trisha Paytas' mouth about taking accountability or being a better person, because she's the last person on this motherfucking earth that should be preaching anything, especially about being a good person or taking accountability, because all she does is cry and apologize, and she goes back and does the same shit all over again. Just because she's sitting up on her that fucking Frenemies podcast, fucking in different outfits and shit, talking about, oh, well, I heard this, doesn't mean shit. Because you were sitting right there, the same way you sit on that podcast every fucking day, you were sitting right there in that fucking room with all those motherfucking people when they were doing shitty ass shit and you didn't say shit. And the only time you ran that motherfucking mouth is when you no longer had dealings with them. And they pissed you off. So, sorry if I don't fucking run and give you a fucking award for the humanitarian award. You don't deserve that shit, bitch. You deserve to be canceled just like everybody else. You want them to be canceled so bad? Why don't you join them? Because birds are for the flock together. That's what you have to have. All these people are quote unquote shitty people. What about you? You're shitty as fuck. And just because you call it out on your own doesn't mean shit. Nobody has to accept shit that you say. You're just as problematic as anybody else. So your birds are for the flock together. So go fly with them. You were fine with them before. Don't stop now. Don't act like you changed your tune now. And everybody wants to kiss your ass and sing your praises. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Because the same, y'all go back. Your logic is so fucked up. It's ridiculous. It really is fucked up. Because in logic, Jeffree apologized to Trisha, called her several times, no answer. She chose not to talk to him. She chose not to, deal with him anymore, which is fine. But if you're done with talking, why do you keep... And then Hair by Jay called her all this stuff, which was rude. I'll admit, yes, it was rude. But at the same time, Jeffree goes and he's still dealing with him. And she got mad about that. Why the fuck are you mad? He does his hair. That's his job. That's his hairstylist. Why the fuck? First of all, you just basically fucking dragged him to hell online. So why the fuck would he stop dealing with a hairstylist just because you don't like him? When y'all are no longer cool. Dummy. Bozo. Like, oh my God, I'm so fucking mad. Because it's like, y'all are so ass backwards. Y'all are so ass backwards. And it's disgusting. It's so disgusting. Like, it's so nasty. This bitch literally came for thousands of communities. Has said the most vilest shit. And it's like, she's fucking purified now because she called out David Dobrik. When she sat there in his face multiple times, probably seeing him do weird and nasty shit this whole time. And her ex-boyfriend, Jason, probably seen him do some weird ass shit. And she was just sitting there all smiles and giggles. Make it make sense. But with that being said, I take my leave. Tell me how you guys feel in the comments, but come correct because I got time today. So watch your mouth. And subscribe. Because I want you to join the family. Hit the notification bell so you know when I post. And I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, guys. Bye.